It's now time for Crime in the DMV, where we bring you the latest headlines from the week. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Sierra Fox. We start with two teens who are in custody, accused of an armed robbery and a shooting in Prince George's County. The incident allegedly happened in the parking lot of the Beltway Plaza Mall in Greenbelt, Maryland. Fox 5's Shamari Stone explains.
The U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force helped make the arrest. People who live and work out here in Prince George's County, some of them tonight telling me that they are concerned about youth crime, especially carjackings this holiday season. As you can see, there is security here at the Beltway Plaza, and that is exactly where this happened. A month ago today, there was a Marine walking to this parking garage right here, trying to get to his car. A month ago, Saturday, 4 o'clock in the evening, that's when three teenage suspects walked up to him, police say, demanded that he give them the keys to his car. Well, a fight breaks out and the man is shot at least 2 times. Medics drove him to a hospital. He was expected to recover. He's doing okay, but police were determined to find these suspects, and they did just that. You're now going to hear from some shoppers who are concerned about crime this holiday shopping season.
I just have to be aware of my surroundings. I think that people can be really trusting, and you've heard too many bad stories about women not being safe or being approached, and it can really freak you out. So now that I'm alone out here, I'm definitely concerned.
I actually have a few friends who have been carjacked coming from work and going out, just taking their wives out, and they walk out to go. They thought they valeted their car and the car's gone. So I'm just very vigilant, paying attention to those stories.
Now, we asked police about the third suspect, and they tell us that they're still investigating. Meanwhile, if you have any information about this, well, call police. I'm Shamari Stone. Back to you.
Now to the district. A woman crashes into a building with her vehicle early Thursday morning, causing it to catch on fire. Fox 5's Lily Zhang has the latest.
This was really a multi-layered sort of effort from start to finish, from rescuing that woman to putting out the fire. And in fact, I want you guys to take a look at this rubble that is now left behind. Truly a telling image of the work to restore that's just now beginning. With one strong pull, this car, wedged in a building all Thursday morning, is out. Crews worked for hours to get to this point.
This is a once-in-a-career type of run. This is pretty high risk. Nothing in the front of the structure.
Lieutenant James Hurley was part of the 20 units that responded to this building on Bunker Hill Road. A woman was trapped in a car that plowed into the building off 20th Street just before 8. The car was on fire, and the burning building is now partially collapsed.
We were able to provide the victim air with a RIT pack that we normally reserve for firefighters who are in trouble. That bought us a little bit of extra time. We had a couple of hose lines that were inside the vehicle, keeping the fire off of her.
The building, according to fire crews and the building owner, serves as an adult day center next to a child care center.
Oh, horrible. I never imagined that building looks like this after the fire. This is my first experience.
That's the reaction from most people in the Northeast D.C. neighborhood. Benny Barnes-Williams lives across the street.
We heard a boom, but not knowing what the boom was. It first thought, is this a gas explosion? If so, we need to get up and tender this for us, because we really didn't know.
Now seeing the aftermath, witnesses say they are grateful it wasn't much worse for both the woman in the car and everything else nearby.
I hope that all things go well for she and that the program can survive some kind of way.
Now, as far as the woman, we are told that her injuries, they are considered serious, but not necessarily life-threatening in this case. We are also told that as far as what caused this crash, well, that's still under investigation, and MPD is leading that investigation.
A Maryland man is charged with causing chaos at 2 Christmas Eve church services in St. Mary's County. The allegations include pouring whiskey into holy water. Fox 5's Julie Donaldson shares the details.
Because using onions, tangerines, and whiskey to disrupt Mass is not your typical crime. And while St. Mary's County Sheriff's Office said that they have not come across an incident like this before, they are very vigilant to work closely with local churches on their gatherings to prevent such disturbances. Now, on the evening of December 24th, 56-year-old Thomas Von Getz attended two churches, one in Avenue, the other in Leonardtown. Sky Fox with video of Holy Angels Catholic Church, where the sheriff's office says he dropped an onion in the aisle as he approached the altar. As a parishioner followed him outside, Von Getz began to assault the man with tangerines. Now, the incident was reported to police. And then just hours later, he attended midnight mass at St. Francis Xavier Catholic Church, where he poured whiskey into the holy water and threatened parishioners with the bottle. Now, a group of parishioners, including a retired officer, helped hold the suspect until police arrived. The sheriff's office said the man was in some form of crisis.
Also, we want to make sure that we're supporting this time of year the mental health of our community. We know that this is a hard time for people. So it's a balance for us from making sure that we're supporting those who might be in some type of mental health crisis with the safety of the community.
Well, the sheriff's office stressed reporting such incidents should you witness a disturbance. Van Getz is facing multiple charges, including assault and committing a religious crime against a group. Van Getz was also charged with driving under the influence. The suspect is currently in jail. He is awaiting his first appearance in court.
Heartbreak and frustration for a Fairfax County family seeking answers 1 year after a tragedy. A hit and run claimed the life of their beloved mother, and the driver responsible has yet to be held accountable. I spoke with the victim's son, who's still fighting for justice in this case. It's a devastating loss that continues to haunt David Wong and his family. His mother, 64-year-old Mary Wong, was hit and killed by a vehicle right here at this intersection of Huntsman Boulevard and Brittlewood Drive in Fairfax County. It happened just before 8 at night 1 year ago on December 27th, 2 days after Christmas. The driver didn't stop and instead took off, leaving her alone in the dark to fight for her life.
All I want at this point is just for justice.
Wong survived the initial crash, but after a month of courageously clinging on to her life, she passed away. Her family is left grappling with an unimaginable void, one that feels heavier during the holidays. David lost both parents in December, his father back in 2021, and now his mother in 2023.
Generally, this time is when you would spend time with family, but in this case, the home's empty. There's nowhere to kind of go back to. So it does feel a lot more lonely. Yeah, it's a lot more depressing, and it's dark, it's cold. Not things that I would want to be near during those times.
Fairfax County Police say they've exhausted leads but remain committed to finding the person responsible. Investigators shared images of broken headlight pieces left behind at the scene. They believe the suspect was driving a Dodge Avenger. David is now urging anyone with information, no matter how small, to come forward.
Feels like it's just been a nonstop process for us, and we're still going through emotions and trying to figure out what to do next.
The grief is overwhelming, a burden David wishes he could release. But with the daily reminder of the life and love that was taken from him, he can't let it go until the driver is held accountable.
And it hurts so much. If they can just feel that pain and that anguish that I have to feel for the rest of my life, that's what I'm hoping for at this point in time. I can't be the bigger man, say, hey, I just want you to own up to it, I'll forgive you, things like that. I just can't.
A Virginia hospital is pausing NICU admissions after babies were found with injuries, and now an investigation is underway to figure out what exactly happened. Fox 5's Katie Barlow is digging deeper into how this all transpired.
This is all happening at Henrico Doctors Hospital just outside of Richmond. The hospital says over the past 2 months, staff found 3 babies that had, quote, unexplainable fractures. And it's not the first time something like this has happened. A similar incident involved 4 babies at the same hospital back in the summer of 2023. Now the hospital says fractures can happen with preterm babies since they lack full fetal bone development. Healthcare professionals now reviewing hospital surveillance video from the NICU, and now police and state investigators are getting involved as well. Detectives with Henrico Police providing additional assistance to the internal investigation. So far, no charges have been filed. The hospital says they're making safety improvements, including training for staff who interact with minors, new security and live streaming technology allowing parents to be able to view their children.
Well, that does it for this week's Crime in the DMV. Make sure you tune in next week to stay ahead with Fox 5 right here on Fox Local as we continue to bring you the latest updates.